Altanorio from The Athletic. Sonny, I wonder, it's been, I'm sure, just the biggest whirlwind for you coming here to LA, all the things you've been asked to do. Why were you still wanting to play in this game? When did you know you were going to be able to play? And how do you feel kind of having gone through this week and now stepped out and played for the first time with LAFC?
No, I mean, this was exciting time for a whole week. I mean, joining LAFC was huge. There was only one thing that I want to do. And today being on the pitch, I think it was fantastic. Obviously, with the results, I mean, a little bit disappointed because we should get 3 points here. But generally, I think I'm very, very happy and excited. So I think it's time to move on. And next week, I think it's gonna be a huge game as well. So another week of session, then I'll be physically and mentally be ready more than this game.
Alex Calabrese from MLSsoccer.com. Sonny, welcome to MLS, an end-to-end game, lots of support from both teams and for yourself as well. How was this for a first impression of action here?
Wow, I really enjoyed it. I mean, you never had this welcoming from away fans, we call it. So I used to play in the Premier League when I play away grounds, so they were always booing me, so I was always booing the players. So, but yeah, it was nice to see people are celebrating, people are enjoying the football. So, yeah, I mean, love to be here. I'm very happy and being with the boys. I think it's just fantastic feeling. So, yeah, thank you for having me in this MLS league. So I hope we can have good memories and hope more good memories coming soon.
We'll go back here in the back.
Yep, Russell Wifey, Soccer Master. Yeah, good to see you, son. Good to see you. Any message for Spurs this coming season?
Pardon?
Any message for your former team?
In the message. I mean, I hope I'm not getting that emotion as I left the club. So yeah, I just wish them all the best because it's just bottom of my heart. It's still in my heart. It's still inside deep. So I'm supporting them. I will support them. Obviously, they're gonna play for 5 competitions. So I hope they win all the competition that the fans and the club deserve. So yeah, obviously it's going to be very, very tough. But I know the boys. I know the manager. I know the clubs. They will be ready for fight for the club and for the fans.
We're going to go Derek and then Jim. Go ahead, Derek.
I'm Derek with the Korea Daily, Cherundolo. So did you hear the cheering of Korean American fans today? And is there anything you want to say to the Korean American community?
I mean, it's so grateful. I mean, Chicago probably was my first time being here. So, but there was a lot of Korean flag, Korean fans. I mean, it's so great to see the people celebrating and see the Korean flag. I mean, it makes me very, very proud. And I always said that I want to always give something back because supporting somebody is never free. You know, they have to make a lot of effort. So I'm very, very grateful. So I hope I can make them very proud and enjoy watching football.
Jim, and then we'll finish up right here.
Hi, Sonny. Jim Alexander with Real Talker. Obviously, you see the reaction tonight on an opposing, crowd cheering for you. Do you feel like you're going to relish this ambassador role every city you go to? That there's going to be a lot of fans coming out and cheering for LAFC and the team. So, is that something you look forward to having, sort of being an ambassador for the league in a way too?
I mean, it would be great, but I'm not expecting every away game they're gonna love me. So I'm not expecting that. But obviously, some teams are gonna cheering me or cheering also our team. But mainly, the most important thing is that we wins the game, and obviously I want to do well for MLS as well because I came here to make this league big and want to just be part of. So yeah, I'm very excited to go every city. Obviously the travel is going to be very longer than I used to do. So, but I'm still looking forward to it, and I'm very, very happy to be here. So let's make this league big.
Last one in person before switching to Zoom. Who wants to take it? Right here.
Dan Case, Press International. What was it like playing for Hugo again?
What can I say? I mean, it's best. I mean, the best feeling I had. So I've been playing with him 8 years together at Spurs. So being here with him, and obviously we get a little bit older than where I started at Spurs. So we both are more experienced, and then I can share more my feeling, and we can help the young boys, and I think it's a fantastic feeling. Obviously, Hugo still for me, he has an unbelievable ability to on his skills. So yeah, he's huge for our team, and for me, I always said that when I play with Hugo, it's a huge honor for me to play alongside with him.
All right, we're going to switch over to Zoom. In the interest of time, we can only take two. We'll start with Josh on Zoom.
I'm just listening.
Yeah. Hassan, hey, thank you for the time. Almost 40 minutes tonight. What was your impression of how you felt out there, and what was it like playing against MLS for the first time?
Yeah, as I said, I mean, it was I did really enjoy it. Obviously, the heat was a little bit hotter than UK, but rather than that, I really enjoyed it. I loved to go out there with the boys, and obviously I had a lot of just maybe two, 3 sessions with the boys, but still we understood quite well. So I'm just looking forward to it. So obviously it was my first game. I enjoyed it. I'm very happy. So yeah, let's move on, and I'm sure that I can make better memories than today coming the weeks.
And lastly, Sarah Lee on Zoom.
Hello, my name is Sarah Lee from NBC America. So you talked a lot, it was your first match today. How was your condition, and how did you feel about the chemistry with your other team players and the coach? Overall, what are your thoughts on the today game?
Yeah, I think today's game, as I said before, the result-wise, I think we all a little bit disappointed, because when you play the game, you always want to win. But as a general, I think I was very happy about the performance, and had just 2 sessions with the team, and generally very, very happy. So yeah, I think I keep saying same things, but the question is almost similar, so I just have to answer the same thing. So yeah, but I'm very, very happy, looking forward to another coming the game. So yeah.
Obviously, huge signing for the club, huge signing for the city of LA. Couldn't have gotten a better footballer, but also a better person. He came in, just a couple of days ago, and was just watching his phone, counting down to see if he could get his visa in time to come on this trip. And a lot of these DP players, they come in and they're like, I'll play when I'm ready, or I'll play when it's time. And he was just immediately pushing to get here, to get on the trip, to be with the guys. Like you've seen the videos that have come out there. He's going all around LA for the last 5 days. The guy hasn't slept. He hasn't eaten. He's done, he's just getting, because the city's so excited, right? They're already asking him to throw out the first pitch. They're already asking him to throw the jump ball for the NBA. They want him doing everything already. And then he still is trying to come on this trip, be a part of the team, be a part of the minutes. And it shows that the club goes after not only good footballers, but good people that want to help this club become the best. So really excited about having him, and couldn't speak more highly of the last couple days we've had him. Yeah.
Alex Calabrese from MLSsoccer.com. Ryan, there's a very select number of players who come to MLS and they bring a whole craze with them: Messi, Zlatan, Beckham, etc. What was it like being a part of that here in Chicago with Son and all the support that he got today?
Yeah, it was amazing. At first I was like, I think they're here for me or Sergi Palencia. But no, it's amazing. Obviously, his following is worldwide, and there's a reason for it. He's phenomenal. You saw him come in 20, 30 minutes and change the game for us and offer something different than what we had in the first 60 minutes, and that's why we brought him in, because he's still performing at the highest level. I also just see why people love him. The guy is so humble. He's immediately joking, part of the banter, in with the guys, and it takes a special personality to be able to do that. So it was fun playing in a Chicago stadium that was full and loud and rowdy. It's been a while since that's happened for me. I've been in the league for a long time, and this stadium doesn't usually look like that, so it's good for the league, it's good for Chicago, it's good for, I think it's good for football here.
Right. Jim Alexander with Real Talker. Right, you guys have been on a grind. So many games, so many different competitions. You come to a night like tonight, it was really muggy and hot. But then you guys turned it up, and it was a really back and forth game. How do you sort of maintain this pace for the rest of the season with knowing that there's competitions and so much you guys went through, almost like a season and a half?
Yeah, it does feel like that. The good thing is we have just MLS now, so we get to focus on the end of the season, going into playoffs, put ourselves in the best possible space to compete for another trophy. Here, that's the goal. It's nice to be able to put our full attention towards that and not think there's another tournament behind us or that we have to finish out. So that's big. This field tonight, I mean, was so slippery, people sliding everywhere, muggy, not great conditions to play in, but you could see from the guys, like you said, that we were ready to respond and do what it took to get a point. We wanted 3 tonight for sure, but we're building in the right way, and grinding out points on the road is important too.
Okay, we'll move to take questions on Zoom. Josh, go ahead.
Thank you. Hey, Ryan. A couple from me. I think did you tie Zuzi tonight? Is this?
Yeah, I need you to do that research for me, Josh. Ask ChatGPT and see what he says, and see if I know I'm close. I know I'm right there. If that was the one, or but a cool milestone either way.
Yeah, nonetheless, it was one to put your team back on the board and. Yeah, put your team back on the board and an equalizer, and then you guys fought back again. Just the attitude from you tonight, and also a pressing team like you really decided to sort of bring that home energy on the road, and you guys tried to do that. How do you think that you managed that tonight?
Yeah, and really hard environment to do that. Like I said, it was muggy, it was slippery. It felt like each step it had an extra 20 pounds on your feet. The way that field was playing tonight, super thick. Really, really heavy, and so for us to press like we did was great. It's what we wanted to do, and it shows that we can push through even some of that fitness struggle. And now we got to do it a couple more times here on the road, and we got to do it for the rest of the season.
All right, and last question, Andy DeSosa, go ahead.
Hey Ryan, you've obviously played with some big name players since your time at LAFC. You've had Gareth Bale come in, you've had Giroud, you've had now Son, and yet you still keep scoring. You're the mainstay there. I want to know how it feels for you personally, just to go through your MLS career and be at this stage and be along those guys.
Yeah, I appreciate that question. It's why I love this club. This club has been so good to me. I've been good to the club. It's been a joy playing with some of the best, but I think more than the football talent, and I'm grateful for that. Our teams have been amazing, but man, our locker rooms for 4 straight years have just been unbeatable. The way the group competes together, the way the group fights for each other, it's been something really special. So I'm just grateful to be a part of it. You know, in this sport and sport just in general, that this doesn't last forever, and so being able to put this club on the map with some of these big old names that have come in here, and Giorgio and Gareth and Son now and Ollie and guys that have just been, lifelong friends now. So couldn't be more grateful. But again, it's not like we don't just look to these guys to perform for us and do something special so we can win games. It's a team effort, and I still fancy myself getting goals and helping our team succeed. So that will never change.
Hey Steve, Baltimore from The Athletic.
Hi.
We learned last night around 10 p.m. that Sonny was eligible to play. How well did you know he was going to play? How much did you plan for it? How were the discussions with him of whether he was ready to play? And how pleased were you with what you saw?
It's just communication. As soon as he arrived, and we got news that his visa was approved and filed, he's eligible to play, and we obviously make plans for that case and have plans if it didn't happen. So we were ready either way. That's our jobs, to be prepared, and explaining how we play to a player of his level doesn't take very long, and he's incredibly intelligent and obviously talented and both technical and physical side of the ball of his game. And so it's easy for a player like that to be integrated. And on top of that, extremely charismatic, well liked, and I think an away game and a trip with the boys was exactly what we needed to get this started.
I was Alex Calabrese from MLSsoccer.com. Coach, I want you to tell me a little bit about the big moment of the game where Son gets in behind, wins the penalty, and if that's something that we can expect to see more of in the games coming.
Look, the entire play was a transition from Chicago. I think it started with Denis and Sonny losing the ball in a bad spot, and then transition from Chicago, the ball off the post, and then to a midfielder, then to Ordaz, and then to Sonny. This is not something we draw up on the tactical board by any means. That's the game. That's why fans come to the stadium, and I thought tonight was a very exciting match, MLS match. I thought it was a great atmosphere here, and both teams tried to win the game, and I think that's what we all want to see. And we came up a little bit short tonight. I think if we are able to finish our chances and take a lead, then I think we do win this game tonight. But that's an area of the field we've been struggling with all season, and bringing Sonny in is going to help alleviate that.
Coach Derek with the Korea Daily. There were many Korean American fans today, and based on your experience today, how will you utilize Son in the future games?
As much as possible. The position he played today is a 9, but the way we attack is pretty free-flowing and fluid, and our 3 attackers can really play all 3 positions. And we prefer to attack spaces as opposed to having the ball at our feet and be static in the way we attack. And Sonny, Nate, and Denis, and David, and possibly more to come, are all very dangerous at that. And so I think when we do get settled, and when we do find a little more rhythm with Sonny and the other players, then we can be very dangerous.
Did Sonny play as well as you expected today?
Yeah, look, with us for one day, and he's in the middle of preseason still, and so he looked physically fit. He looked explosive, and obviously his intelligence we've seen for many years now out in the field in the EPL for Tottenham, and tonight he shared a little bit of that with us.
In the interest of time, we'll take one more in person before we switch over to Zoom. Justin, go ahead.
Hey, Jim Alexander, 3-0 Talker. Coach, do you foresee, we saw Sonny start setting up Danny and the guys, do you sort of foresee that role too, not only as a goal scorer, but also someone that can set up some of the other strikers and wingers on a team, that connection with him and Danny potentially?
Of course. This is football, and there's 10 field players out there plus a goalkeeper playing together to try to win a game. If you look at his record and his career, he's also a facilitator. He's not just a finisher. And we intend to use all of his talents and skill.
All right, we'll switch over to Zoom. Josh Gross. Josh, you there?
He's there. I just got to unmute him.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Hey, guys. Steve, as far as what you saw from Son from the almost 40 minutes and having not had a chance to train with him yet, it seems like it's going to move pretty seamlessly, with the group and the way that they float. So how are you seeing the players around him elevating themselves if they are, and how do you see him making everybody else better? Because clearly his talent is obvious to see.
Yeah, more of what we saw tonight, and I think just integrating some of those moments into training and making those become his natural behaviors and habits a part of our model, and that takes time. And we now have 3 full weeks of training that we can do that, and I'm really looking forward to that. As far as the reaction from the group was obviously very positive. Something like that is motivating. It gives us energy, and his demeanor and his character lights up a room, and that for a team environment can be potent and very important. And for us, our seasons the last 3 years have been very grueling, and I think I mentioned it in the pregame. We've had 26 of their 34 games we've played, or 35. 26 of those been in a congested period, 27 tonight, which is basically there's 3 or 4 games in a span of 9 to 10 days, 12 days, which is pretty crazy. And that takes a toll. And so adding Sonny and adding some energy and possibly 1 or 2 more players in this window can give us a little boost that we'll need to finish the season out on top.
All right, we'll finish up on Zoom with Andy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they were. Hey, Steve, two quick ones for me. Then he comes off the bench for the second straight game. Is that just a matter of rest or something else you're dealing with? And you kind of just alluded to it a little bit, saying potentially more players. What's your assessment of the roster right now? Is there holes that you feel like you do need to fill to make that a little more alive for you guys in the long stretch?
Yeah, I do think we can add another attacker. We can add another center back. It's possible to add another midfielder. There's plenty of room for improvement. I think at LAFC we've always taken that approach. Always trying to get better, always trying to improve, not just with players and roster building, but also every day in training. Growth mentality is something that we certainly practice at LAFC, and I hope that never changes. So yes, we will look to improve and spend every dollar that the league allows us to spend.